Hello, hi. Yes, what about
Waalaikumsalam.
others? Hi, sir.
Waalaikumsalam,
Hi.
sir.
Okay, good. All right. So today we're gonna take a look at let me just share with you the slide. Okay, so today I'm gonna brief a bit about your group project, and for the group project, I will share with you the what do we call that? The details, yeah. So right now, I will share with you what are the things that you need to have for your group project and the example of the questions. Share. Right. So this is the samples or the group project that I did with my students last semester. And what you need to do for a group project is you need to propose a product or an idea or a program, for example, depending on the problem that you get. So you will get, for example, like this, in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, students nationwide are changing their ways of learning to online classes. Suggest a conducive study space for students to maximize the online learning classes. Okay, so for this, for number one, what you can do, for example, so this is from last semester, so you will get a different one this semester. But for last semester, what I asked my students to do is that they would produce like a like a study space. So they will design a study space that they would find it that they would find comfortable. So what they did was they would propose and design a study space for students to maximize online learning. So what they did was they designed a table, and they designed a table with a printer and also a different sort of utilities in that study space so that they are comfortable to learn. So what they did was that what they did was they design it, they draw how the study space would look like. So the idea for the group project is to solve a given problem. So you will give a problem like this, and then you have to solve it by number one, you can produce your own idea. Yeah, you propose your own idea, you design your own product, or you design your own project, or you design your own program. And then the second one, you can do it by using the product or the program or the idea that are already available in the market. Do you understand or not? So for your group project, you will get a problem. You will be doing this with your group members, okay? And then you have to come up with a group project report, and then you have to do a presentation on this. So technically, you have two assessments. So you'll be graded. You will be graded through your presentation, and you'll be graded through your report. So you have to take note on this: your presentation and also your report. So for your presentation, you'll do your own way. I don't mind. You can have your PowerPoint presentation and whatnot. So for each group, you'll be given around 20 to 30 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes each to present your idea. Again, In order for you, for example, this conducive space, you will have to solve a problem. And when you want to solve that problem, you'll be given a problem, you will solve it by either choosing a product that is already on the market, or you create a creative product that could solve the problem. Do you understand or not? Clear or not? The instruction.
Clear.
Clear.
Yes, Mr. Halim.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Mister.
All right. So this one is the examples of the questions that you will get. Okay, I just want to brief, the things that you need to do, because later on I will, what do we call that? I will assign you your group members. Yeah, I will assign you your group members. For the content of your group project. So you will have, like I said earlier, you will have to write a report, and you will have to do a presentation. So for your report, I want you to have a problem statement. I want you to write the recommended solution as well. And I want you to write the description. What is your description of your product or your concept? And then I want you to analyze the product. And if you are choosing products from the market that are already available on the market, I want you to compare the products. For example, if you want to choose between handphone between Apple, Samsung, or Huawei, you have to compare. If and only if you choose products that are already on the market. But if you choose to design your own product, you design your own, I don't know, you have your own design, you have a different interpretation of your own product, you don't have to compare. You just have to explain. Understand or not on the analysis of the product? So if you choose, yes, Fatin.
Yes, Mr. Halim.
Sorry?
Understand, Mr. Halim.
Okay, good. So for analysis of the product, depending, again, let me remind you again, because a lot of my students last semester, they were so confused. So I don't want the confusion to ever occur again. So that's why I'm emphasizing this. So if you have, once you got the problem, you can choose to, you can choose to either choose products from the available market, or you can design your own product. And in for the analysis of the product, it's either, if you choose products that are already in the market, you have to compare what's the advantage, what is the advantage between all the three products. If you are designing your own product, I want you to explain in details, explain the system on the concept that you chose, right? And then conclusion, and then appendix. For problem statement, I want you to find problems that are, when you want to write a problem statement, make sure that your problem statement is a real problem, a problem that everybody faces. Yeah, a problem that is urgent, a problem that is important enough. So for your problem statement, make sure that when you write your problem statement, I want you to support your argument with journal articles or newspaper articles, so that your problem is concrete enough for you to say that it is a problem. Do you understand or not for problem statement? So for problem statement, it is important for you to justify and to cite and to back your argument with reliable sources. Okay, remember that for problem statement, make sure that you cite and you support your argument with reliable sources. So far so good. Are you all clear with my with group project, with your assessment on group project, which will be done towards the end of the semester. But I want you to start early as possible, so that you would not leave it till the end. Okay, for your group project, I will assign you the group members. Okay. Okay. Wait up, I need to close my door. Okay. All right. Yes, of course, Lisa. You have to include references as well, because if you want to back your argument or your claim or your opinion, you have to ensure that you support your argument or your claim or your opinions with reliable source. So use APA style. Do you know APA style? I think you are. I think you have been exposed to APA style already. I use APA style citation for reference list. Yes, good question. I will as well post the sample of the report to you. Yeah, how many pages I will post the sample of the report to you after this. Let me just share with you the sample of the group project. Let me just show this to you so that you can get the idea. Okay. All right. So take a look at the sample here. So you got problem statement, you got recommended solution. Okay. See? Hello, can you all hear me? Because there's something wrong with my WebEx. Uh,
Can hear, but
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
cannot see the
I
content.
cannot see, right? Okay, let me just.
Yeah, the content.
It's still loading.
Let me just. Okay, wait up. Let me just get. I mean, let me kick myself out. Okay, all right. Let me once again share with you the content of the sample. Laptop. Let me share with you the sample. Okay, can you all see the content?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is the
Mister.
sample of group project, but this one, of course, I need it a bit more detailed to make it a problem. So that's why this one is not a good example, but I want you to what you call that, try your best to find and to back your argument with sufficient articles, yeah, with sufficient reliable and credible sources for problem statement, maybe one or two, or maybe three, yeah, not so much, maybe one or two or three sources. And then recommended solution. This is what I mean by having, your idea to be, what do we call that? This one is an example of a concept. My students, they designed this 24-hour printing service. So, so this one is a product that you create or you design on your own. Yeah. So I want something like this with, sufficient details to it. Yeah. And for roughly around, yeah, not too much, maybe around not more than 10 pages, but not less than 6 pages. Not more than 10 pages, but not less than 6 pages for your group project. Okay? Okay, clear? Right. Shut it down. I will share with you this file after the class. So no worries. So for our class today, we'll definitely do some activities, yeah, so that you will learn something new today, hopefully. And let us take a look at we're gonna take a look just a bit on present perfect. Yeah, present perfect. Present perfect, because in the course outline, in the scheme of work, I have to brief a bit about present perfect to you. So present perfect is something that started, it's a tense, it's a different tense. You got present tense, you got past tense, right? But past perfect, present present perfect, it is a tense that started in the past and still continues in present. And you have to know that it is compulsory for you to have. See, must have, and plus past participle. So an example here, she has lived in Changlun all her life. Meaning to say, she started living in Changlun in the future, not in the future, in the past, and she is still living in Changlun right now. So present perfect is what when you want to say something or an activity that started in the past and it is still happening until right now. And that is what we call present perfect. Understand or not? Understand or not?
Yes. Yes.
Good. So present
Understand.
perfect
Yes.
started in the past and it is still happening. For example, another example, I have been married for almost 50 years. For almost 50 years. So for example, this guy or this person got married in early 20s, 25, 50 years to 85 years. So, so he got married in the past and is still married to the same person, right? So that's and then it is also for you when you want to share an experience. Share an experience that you started in the past and up to now, up till present. For example, I have played football since I can remember. He has written 100 books. And in order for you to tell or to demonstrate a sentence, or you want to write a sentence and you want to emphasize that the experience that we had or we have started from the past until now, you can add ever. I have, or not I have, he has ever, what the hell is this? Let me just, because I forgot the example. Yes. What is this? Plus ever, I forgot. But don't worry, because right now I cannot wrap my head around for this example. I'll get back to you again on this. But for this, for you to understand what present perfect is, you have to know that the rule is, again, started from the past and the action is still happening right now. And then you have to make sure that you should have. Uh, have. So have and past participle. So has, for example, or sorry, have or has. And live is past participle. Okay. And also another rule when you want to use present perfect is if you want to share something that happened in the past and it is important in the present. For example, here, I cannot fall in love anymore. I have lost half of my heart, for example. So you want to state something, you say, I cannot fall in love anymore. I have lost half of my heart. So it means that, something happened back in the past and it is still important until now. So you can imagine, yeah, something happened in the past and is still happening right now. Something that you experienced in the past and is still happening right now. Something that happened, very important event that happened in the past and it's still happening right now. So that is when you use present perfect tense. Do you understand or not? So this, for another example, I cannot eat anymore. I've eaten a lot. So I started eating back in the past and even right now I'm still eating. So that's why. So that's the meaning of present perfect. So we've been talking about present tense. Present tense happening right now. Am I right? And then past tense, things that happen in the past. But present perfect tense happened in the past and still is happening right now. So that is the function of present perfect tense. Okay, any question? Any questions so far? Oh, Mr. Okay, I think and I guess that you understand it well. Okay, let us take a look at past perfect. Okay, past perfect, it has to have had because it's in the past. Started in the past, started in the past and continued up until somewhere. It's like this, yeah? Can you imagine? it started in the past and it continued for a while until it stopped in the past as well. So this is what we call past perfect tense. You understand or not? Past perfect tense, okay, imagine this is the past. The past, it happened in the past. It started in the past and then it continued to happen for quite some time and then it stopped. The action stopped in the past as well. And that is what we call past present. Because in present perfect, the event started in the past and then it's still happening until right now. But in the for past perfect tense, it happened in the past, it happened for quite some time, the action stopped in the past as well. And this is the future. This is now. This is now. So past happens for quite some time and then stop. And then this is the present. This is what we call present perfect tense. Do you understand or not? Past, sorry, not present, past perfect tense. Clear or not? The difference between past and present perfect.
Clear, Mr.
What about others?
It's something like history, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the example,
Yes.
something like history, like World War.
Yes.
We
For past
can say
perfect,
it past perfect.
yes. Good. Yes. For example, like in World War, it happened for quite some time and then it stopped. You can use past perfect tense. Don't worry, you'll get the idea because we will do a little quiz. Okay. I want you to click on this link and then I want you to do the quiz right now together. I mean, not together, but you do it individually. You will get inside the website and then you will write down your name so that I can see that you are participating in the quiz, and then we'll take a look at the quiz together. Okay, I want you to try the quiz on your own to understand present and past perfect tense. Okay, all right, and everybody got me? Everybody understood the activity, the first activity that we are about to do now?
Yes, Mr. Halim.
Yes, Mr. Halim.
Okay, good. So go and click the link and I want you to try to do the activity on your own first and later on we will discuss. The blue one, the light blue one. Okay. So Giorgio has studied, or what the hell is it? Has studied, not has studied. There's no such word as studied or have studied is completely wrong because again, Giorgio is a singular noun. So if it's a singular noun, the verb should also be in singular. So the singular verb is has. So the word here, the past participle for the word study is studied. Have studied. Remember, once you use has and after that the verb should be in past participle. This one, Mark, have been, is wrong because Mark is a singular noun. So the verb should be has. Has. So has. This is the answer, the orange one. Technically, the questions are all technically the same. Why have? So we are talking about a singular pronoun or a singular noun. So that's why we should have has here, over here, has. And the past participle for the word go is gone, not go it. There's no such word as go it. Has gone. So the past, remember, the past participle for the word go is gone. So why has he gone already? Okay. So technically, it's a, this exercise is to refresh your mind on the certain aspect of grammar as well. So let us take a look at this again, this question. Why is this wrong? Why is this blue one? The blue one is wrong. It's because we have. I got some students who say we have. So make sure that we have, because it's it's a plural noun or a plural pronoun. So the verb should also be in plural. So it should be have. But what is the past participle for the word see? The past participle for the word see is seen. So make sure that you have a strong foundation of what is plural noun, of what is a singular noun, and what is a singular verb and a plural verb. This one, I have been. Not I has, yeah, not I has been, yeah. If I caught you writing I has been, yeah. So Asia and Rebecca, what the hell happened to me? Because maybe I'm too tired. So the character comes out. So Asia and Rebecca have won. Remember, the past participle for the word win is won. The key here is for you to know what is the past participle form for the verb. So win, the past participle word for us, the past participle form for the word win is won, not win it. So you have to know. Okay, so Asia and Rebecca, obviously it's a plural noun because more than one. So that's why it's have won. So far, do you have any questions? So far, do you have any questions regarding our activity, our grammar activity here? Do you have any questions? So far clear, yeah? So far clear, yeah? Easy, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
No, Mr. Halim. Okay. All right, good. So, so for grammar, remember, we are talking about today, we are learning past perfect and also present perfect. So for our next class, I want you to be able to explain what you understand about past perfect as well as present perfect. I will ask you randomly to explain to the rest of the class of what you understand. Remember, make sure that you understand how to use it. Even if you use it during your conversation, you use it during when you write your essay. So I don't want you to get confused between past perfect and present perfect. But the similarity between past perfect and present perfect is the use of what? What is the one similarity that past perfect and present perfect has? Okay, has and have. But no, for past perfect you use had. For past perfect you use had, not has or have. What is the one similarity between past perfect and present perfect? Come on. I've mentioned this again and again when we practiced together earlier. What is the one similarity? Yes,
Participle.
good. Siti Maisara and also Sanmuga. Okay. Both requires past participle. Both requires past participle. Both requires past participle. So you have to know the past participle of certain verbs because, for example, it is not similar to past tense because sometimes you can say it ate, but past participle eaten. Know, knew, past participle known. So you have to memorize the past participle form of the verb. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, make sure that you understand. So right now, let us continue with our next activity. This activity is rather simple. Yeah, I want you to watch a YouTube video. I will give you some time. Yeah. So I want you to watch this YouTube video and then I want you to answer these questions. I'll give you around 10 to 15 minutes. And afterward, before we end our class, I want you to share. I will choose any of you randomly to demonstrate your understanding on present and past perfect tense. Okay, and then during our next class as well, we will discuss the answer for these questions. Okay. Okay, good. Any questions before we go?
Mr. Halim.
No, Mr.